Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. Super way up. Get your weight up. Put your plate up. You a foreign. We at war. And I got all the hallelujah. Talladega. Baby Jesus. In the flesh. Come and get it. And I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends. And we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black. My eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Just get it.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Indianapolis Colts. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Ravens take over first down 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready?
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Pushes past him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Ravens.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. From the 47, it's second and 5.
69, Panther 6. Rig alert, rig alert. Go.
Here's Richardson to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
19 right. Ready, ready. 18, 5 in. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road. This is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Cut 19. Ready. 19, 70, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Daniels. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Colts. First down.
To throw is Daniels. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DK Metcalf laying himself out in the end zone. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive.
He's got him in, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They got 29 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
60. Go. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Maverick. Warriors 70. 18. 5 years.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now it's Richardson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Richardson. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter down, 8-0 to score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's 79 Broncos. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Richardson. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Brian Thomas, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are back within a couple of the lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this is now a one-point game.
Evan McPherson sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Let's go now.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And Walker has it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 64 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Brian Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Set to kick off.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they all alter it so much because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you because there's times when we see plays like that and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Daniels looking to throw. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Panther 60, Panther 70, Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
Harrison Jr. A 6-yard pickup.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Breece Hall taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback. And it will come out to the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's to the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 81. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the Kid team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
19 light, Red lead, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the 31, Richardson. Has intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy, not 6, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Colts! DK Metcalf saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To catch downfield. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30-yard line.
19 light. 50 Bobcats.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Hyatt has got it. And head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Back to... I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Okay, ready?
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Back on 80. Mustang 19. Warriors 70.
Richardson looks to throw once more. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready, ready?
Here's Richardson to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, somebody gotta do it.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
They moved up from the 3 to the 2. You would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but we also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here we go. Step 60 average. Step to 60. Stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure
figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's Daniels. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren from 13 yards out. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Going after it right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Ravens 24. Will Riker to kick
The
off.
Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
19 Tiger, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Richardson looking to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready? 18, 5 in.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
That makes the score Colts 57. Ravens 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot defensively. How do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call it, not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do when you see a guy cutting in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
It's a gain of 20.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Richardson to throw off play action. Here's Higgins out of the right side.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This a 2nd and 8.
Come on.
A give right side for Pacheco. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
65 cats, 19 Lions.
Now Richardson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? And that's what we're seeing from this group.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
Check. 70 Rangers, Buffalo 18. 60 back, 7 Pirates.
To throw is Daniels. Pass complete there to Harrison. Still going inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marvin Harrison Jr., 60 yards. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
64. Ravens 24.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Lance. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34 yards.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Blue 32. Ready?
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Black 40. Claws red. Snap red. Black shot.
Lance looking to throw it. And I think the ball's out. And the Colts pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels will get that complete to Harrison. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hawk 70.
Throwing now is Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Green jack.
Here's Lance to throw it. And it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Brian Thomas, 30 yards. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
This is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk reward, the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down.
19 Lions.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
69, 7, ready.
Daniels looking to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. This pass out wide to Hall. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter. And touchdown! A great play there with his second second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And got his man complete. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
For a Baltimore first down. A gain of 37 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. He's got Higgins over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter and how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, this has been a concert. You would have plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Come on, set.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Ready. 52 blue. Set.
Lance going to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. That will be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
60 red. 60 pause red. Watch it. 6.
To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's another Baltimore first down.
50, green.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Slide two. Yellow. Ready?
Now Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
19 Lions.
Now Daniels. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19, 79 Broncos.
To the air goes Daniels. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl will run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ready, ready. 45, white, field, black, set, go.
Throwing now is Lance. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
43.
Lance looks to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Let's
The
go.
Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
Ready?
One final try now for Lance. And this is caught, so they do get the two. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Roster, stick. Set, hut. Slide, blue, red, yellow. Go pink.
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you, folks. Hey.
Green jack. seconds.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.